EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Get up! 12.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Check. Green 80. Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Out to the flat for Hyde. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Escaping the pressure right. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down. And he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. It also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker Deion Jones for a long stretch of time, you end up starting one.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
20, 11.
Now Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Tuesday. Let him go.
Ryan. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base who might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Got this whole Patriots thing kick-started, literally, out of Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He's got Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get up! Hey, wait.
To throw is Ryan. Flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready? White 25. 54, south. 22. Get up.
It's Coleman here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Well, these Jacksonville Jaguars, as their offense comes back out here, they had a hard fall from 2017. Now, there are falls and there are graceful falls. This was not a graceful fall. It was, wow, from the AFC Championship game to 5-11.
So you're saying it wasn't part of the ballroom dancing course that they might have taken, right? Where it's very graceful in what they're getting done?
Negative.
I mean, they ended up going 5-11. Defense was still good, number 5 in the league, but the offense struggled all season long, finished number 27 in the league, and too many turnovers at key times for the defense to keep up. So look for this team to make a few moves, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully have a quieter offseason and quieter regular season in 2019.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
11B, 11B. 372.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Carlos Hyde, of course, picked up from Cleveland prior to Week 7 to give the Jags some help carrying the ball with Fournette struggling to get on the field.
Yeah, Carlos Hyde with the Browns. 6 games this year, 382 yards rushing. Unfortunately, just 3.4 yards per carry.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Bortles going to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So right. 11B.
Bortles now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
372. Hey, hold it.
Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Bortles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette, down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great... EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
The left side completion to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 21 guys this year in the NFL over 1,000 yards receiving, and it was Jones that topped them all. What did he have, just over 1,600?
Yes, 1,677 yards, the second highest total of his career. He had 1,871 in 2015. You know, I've always called him Secretariat. You see it on display each and every time he plays for the Falcons.
And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Gurley, of course, was right in the mix for a rushing title, but missed the final couple weeks of the year and ended up and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deion Jones not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Goff on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff airing it out deep for Woods. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Trying to get it to Woods. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Ryan. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. These Rams, Charles, it's been quite a ride for them. You think a couple years ago, they went 4-12 as they got settled out on the West Coast, and now in the Super Bowl. Of course, everyone's excited about what Sean McVay has done, but these players deserve a lot of credit, too.
They certainly do, and I'll take it a step further. So does administration, from team president to general manager, the entire organization, in putting together this ball club and then having the gumption.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2 for 1. Close it on. McQueen. 12.
They are going for it. Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, 21. Staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On third down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Charles, before this next drive, I'm curious to get your thoughts. If you look at the Super Bowl from the perspective of the Rams offense versus the Pats defense, because Jared Goff only 1 touchdown pass in the Rams 2 playoff wins, and then, what do you make of the whole Todd Gurley situation?
Yeah, just 5 touches, 2 drop passes in the NFC Championship game. As he said after the ball game, I was sorry. He didn't play well. He didn't mean he was sorry to the fans. He played in a very sorry state. I don't expect that to continue. He's too good, too talented. I would expect a big game out of Todd Gurley, but the late season acquisition of C.J. Anderson gives them a great backstop at the running back position, and they may have to throw the ball a little bit more in this game. We'll see if Jared Goff and those excellent receivers are up to the task.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To throw is gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
12.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They'll try the air now with Goff.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Goff now to throw. And he's into the clear. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Brockers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
76, go. 76, 76, 17, 17, 17.
After the interception, here's Gall. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12. Hey, 76. 76. 76. DC. Go, slow, go.
A shotgun snap for Gall. He goes underneath for Anderson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Gall. Dumps it off to Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Gall. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Oh, nice move. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
There things back up. He's going to launch this thing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Gun. Blue 80. Let it go.
On 1st down, Ryan buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Ready, Blue 80.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw on second down is gone. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Goff now on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked up. Inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Chicago Bears. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his first look is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Howard. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from into a defensive player in another zone.
And he finds Howard complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18. Red, go. Hey, 18. Move. Hey, gotta go. Yep.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey! Sugar! Like 20!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. And will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's got Rome. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. To throw, it's Brady. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Ready?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Chicago Bears, Charles, it's kind of the dust settles on this season. How do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But this is a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won the division in 2019, their first NFC North title since 2010. They acquired Khalil Mack to begin the year. And remember, they had a heartbreaking loss at Green Bay on a Sunday night to open the season. A lot of teams would have gone south after that. Instead, they went 7-1 at home, won 9 of 10 to close the year. They're going to be heard from in the seasons to come.
Let's go. We're on the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Gabriel's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. They kept that flag in the back into the end zone for a touchback. As this Patriots offense comes back out, Charles, how do they match up with the Rams defense? Because one thing's for sure, we know that they can have guys appear out of nowhere. You remember James White with a hat trick of touchdowns in Super Bowl 51. Who's it going to be this year?
Well, they have so many guys to pick from, and you don't think about their offense as having a bunch of superstars, but then you start going down the line. Don't forget Gronk. He can play with anyone, you know that. How about this year with Sony Michel, the rookie runner? 53 carries in their 2 playoff wins. Julian Edelman, Mr. 3rd down. Chris Hogan makes big catches. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rex Burkhead scored the winning touchdown against Kansas City. You go on and realize they have weapons all over the place. It's going to be fun to watch them match up with the Rams defense.
And that Pats O-line needs to stop Mr. Donald, don't they?
They certainly do. And so far in the playoffs, Tom Brady's been sacked 0 times.
Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. They'll give. This is Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tom! Tom!
Now they'll throw with Brady. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. That's caught at the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Brady goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff. Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And a dump off to White. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Trubisky, flush to his right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 48 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go! Ready? Wait!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Off the toss, Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This is Howard on 2nd down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
18.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Alabama, 380. Hey, ball 66. Tough.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady, quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Wait.
Brady now on 1st down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Lock in.
This is Cohen on the toss. Look at the spin.
Balance.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, gotta go.
Again, it's Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have broken the tie. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Let's go.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Sugar.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Wide. Ozzie. 220.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
One play at a time now.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready?
Back to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Hey, goal 66.
Back to throw, Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Wait, 20. 380.
Now Brady got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.